Hey man, welcome back to the Super Divorce YouTube channel, Twitch channel, and X if you're over there. Nicholas Villar here, aka Super Divorce, and today on Bone Broth and Games, I decided to do something that I am familiar with, that I know I can be not too long for the night with, you know what I mean? Because I'm getting started much later than I would like to. But I had to pick up the missus from the airport this evening, and didn't get home until late, and here we are. But I felt tired and sleepy, and I was like, well, you know what? Let me keep my streak up, because I'm going to try to continue streaming daily. What's up? Craven says L game. Well, you know, we can't play Overwatch forever. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it's not an Overwatch exclusive stream. You got 3 nights of Overwatch in a row. So, I'm going to play something different. What's up, Ghoulie? How's it going this evening? We're going to start this Goodnight Pan Pan. Now, I played this game straight through on an upload, like right after it first came out. And then back several months ago, they did an update. The 3.0.2 or 3.0.2, I think. That's what it says, something like that. And there's a basement level now, which they did not have when I played it last. And there's also a bikini costume and a more skimpier, I should say, not more skimpy. I think skimpier would be the correct nomenclature. A skimpier costume. So we can take a look at that stuff. I think this is a fun game. I don't know why you would say L game. Well, good. I'm glad you're doing quite well, Ghoulie. What's everybody up to this evening? Start a new one there. Let me know if the sound is off, too. Because I had it adjusted for Overwatch. Now I need to adjust it for Pan Pan. 2 a.m., muffled thunder reverberates through the once lively shopping mall in the sub-levels of Sham Shui Po, Old Hong Kong. A young woman is wrestled awake from a short nap on her first shift as the overnight security officer by the sound of thunder and the sound of security gates slamming shut. The main breakers must have popped, but the emergency power system still provides a dim and sickly illumination. Here we go, got our basic controls. If the in-game sound sucks, if it's too low, also let me know. I don't just mean let me know if the sound's too loud. If it's too low, we can bring it up some. I know what it looks like for me, but I don't know what it sounds like for you, you know? I know what it sounds like for me as well, but it's not the same mix that you're getting. Alright, so here we go. Here's our main character. This is the this is the office where we're just roused awake. Hey newbie, sorry Captain Liu can't be here to guide you on your first night. He's on his first vacation in years. But it's a graveyard shift, so unless you're scared of the dark, you will be fine. Koo, Lewis and I will be taking care of some old garbage and doing some cleaning, but by the time you get here, we will be at the bar. There are a few rules and some basics to the job to keep in mind at all times, though. First, don't forget your key card. I left it on the mahjong table in the break room. It opens the back door to the leasing office. Once the security shutters go down for the night, that is your only way into the mall for patrol. Second, the power goes out a lot this time of year due to storms. If it does, the generators will kick back on and reset the breaker automatically. Unfortunately, sometimes that pops a fuse and the gates will lock down. If that's the case, just take the elevator up to the 2nd floor and you can ride the night out in the lounge. And finally, when you're on patrol, remember to use your eyes. Zoom in and take a good look at your surroundings. You never know what kind of details you may miss. We can't afford to let anyone sneak in here at night. That should cover it all. Good luck. We'll be there in the morning to let you out and go over the rest. Oh, and try to ignore any rumors or nonsense you've heard about this place in the news. No one is going missing. It's just local old busybodies with too much time on their hands. Love, Shen. Too much time on their hands. And that's what they were talking about. You can zoom in with the R button, looking at shrines and different things. Oh, so here's the costume select. Is it part of the Guardian of Ban series? No, this is Pan, not Ban. This is something completely different. Yeah. No, I don't think you're an idiot. I thought you were being a smartass, actually. So we can change our costume. That's uniform. So that's the default. This one right here. I'll go to the chat to see which uniform we should go with tonight as we're exploring and trying to solve the mystery of the mall. So that's that. We've also got casual. Here's the casual cut. There's your casual cut, casual fit. So she could wear that around while we're exploring. Or the bikini. I'm an idiot? Why would he say that? Why would someone in the chat call me an idiot? Whichever is most revealing, says Ghoulie. Well, I think that's obviously the most revealing, but I wanted to give it to the chat to decide. I wanted the chat to decide because I didn't want to be presumptuous. Hey, Jess. Thank you. Jess is coming to my defense. She's wondering why I'm an idiot. Okay, so I guess Ghoulie's the one who answered the call. The security cameras must be broken. Okay. And I don't think there's anything else in there. Okay, let's go out here. The security shutters have all closed, likely due to maybe I should check out the other floors. Just too fast. They never fixed that. I remember that the first time I played it. It was too fast. At that part in particular, the shutter seems to be locked down. Not all the text moved too fast, but I remember that part. I was like, what? I just started playing. I couldn't read that. What'd you do? I don't have a code for that yet, so I'm going to have to... I like that. It's fun when cans actually come out of the vending machines. That's fun. Big ups to Suzaku Games for making objects you can interact with in your environment. It's like we hit 2000 something. When did people stop doing that? 2015. I'll say we hit 2015 and people stopped doing stuff like this. Oh, but see, now we used all the drinks up. We don't have any more. This is like a mall directory. And, okay. Ghoulie's having Lego stream withdrawals. We're going to hopefully do one this weekend. Jess has more Hello Kitty stuff to do. The shutter seems to be locked down on this side too. Oops, no, I don't want to do that. Just trying. Something must have set off the emergency lockdown. Probably that thunderstorm, huh? Now there's the security key. Here we've got a health drink. Looks kind of like our character with blonde hair up there. Now, that's just a locker for storing our personal goods during shifts. I can change my clothes here at any time. Oh, and then if you interact with it, it automatically puts you in different clothing. So we'll just stick with this. And what do we got? Need to use the security key. Teaching us how to open doors. The desk for the leasing manager. I guess with such low demand to rent the units here, he doesn't need to worry about tidiness. Craven says, is this a porn game? What's with the bikini? Do you think it's a porno every time you go to the beach or the swimming pool? Is the local swimming pool a porno, Craven? You immature jackass. No, it's not a porno game. If it was a porno game, I wouldn't be playing it on YouTube because I'd get my channel deleted. Okay? Come on. Is it a porno game because she's wearing a bikini? Are all the ladies who go to the beach porn stars to you? Is that what you think? Dear Lamb, deliveries ran a bit late this afternoon, so I left the extra fuse you asked for with Carmen in her shop since she was the only person who didn't appear to have closed up yet. I didn't see her around but left the fuse on the chair behind her desk. I'm sure she will know to give it to you. The fuse to open the shutters is in Carmen's shop. Let's see if Carmen is listed on this. Carmen Ann. Apartment 409. Goodnight Pan Fan Fan Shop. You know what? You need your account deleted. How about that? Bunch of shit talking happening. Alright, I don't need that rice. Classics. Let's keep that off. Whatever. Safe rooms. The banners put up around doors during Chinese New Year are capable of repelling evil or malevolent spirits. Keep an eye out. Pan will be unable to pass through any doorway with these red banners. Use your time in these safe rooms to rest, plan, and prepare. Goodnight Pan. That's where I'll go to Goodnight Plan. So doors like that means you're safe. Okay? And they even have... Look, they even got a Goodnight Pan poster in the game. Sexy capsule toys. Oh! They added these too. These little doodads. So we got one of those now. The Jockey doll. Where do I see that? Classic Jackie. I think there are 4 of these. An adorable Jackie doll in its original colors. We can collect 4 of those now. I always like little collectibles. That's fun. Got some incense to burn. I'm spicy today, throwing insults at chatters. Well, only because you were throwing insults at me first. Trying to talk about getting my channel deleted. Trying to snitch on me for TOS that I wasn't even breaking. What was that? See that? Oh, and here, look at that. They will show us soon. That was another thing added. This black light was not featured when I played it for my upload. So you can use this black light and sometimes uncover hidden messages like that one. They will show us soon. Well, maybe we'll do a celebrity boxing match sometime, Craven. Tuber versus Mod celebrity boxing night. Nice. Flush the toilet. That's always good. Good evening, net divers. We have a spooky update on yesterday's story about the mysterious mall vanishing. Another anonymous person has come forward saying that she herself has seen many strange things going on by her shop. And while she doesn't think it's related to the disappearance of our Jane Doe, she believes that the security company and landlord are colluding to ruin the property value of the shops so that the owners will quit and leave. We reached out to the security company again and were told that they're aware of who told us this wild accusation and that she is merely an old woman with too much time on her hands. That said, it's been 4 days since the alleged vanishing of Jane Doe, so we should have police reports confirming or denying the accusation soon. Let's hope this is all just the result of some auntie's gossip. Yeah, there's the goo light. cleaning up hidden messes, revealing hidden messes, we might say. Big Berg. Anything in here? Just more flushable shit toilets. You can't take a shit in the game, which is too bad. Always sad when you can't do that. Very well made Cheongsam dresses with a modern twist. I can picture my mom wearing something like this during Mid-Autumn Festival. It's coming up soon. Maybe I should buy her one. Craven's colluding with the other moderators of this channel to ruin it. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked. That'd be about par for the course, really. I'm surprised you haven't done it yet. There's a security key inside the birdcage, but it's locked with a heavy padlock. The padlock doesn't appear to have a keyhole, so I need to find a way to cut it off. That's a typo. That was a typographical error. I don't think they meant to put that in there. They should update that in the next patch. And moving along here down the way. Looking around. What was that? Thump thump. Shirotech's newest companion dolls. They get more lifelike every year, but something about the way they emote now is unsettling. They even plan to start putting synth skin on these things. A bit creepy. What do you think of the synth dolls there? I bet Craven would be first in line for one of these. Oh, there we go. Why not empty out the vending machine? I think that's fun to do. Till it goes click. I do wish we could, you know, find some... I said this before, because you could do it in Sense's Midnight, another game made by the same developer. When you're running around town, you can find these little coins. And I was like, well, they should have had coins littered throughout the mall that you could use in the capsule toy machines. And you could have little sexy figurines to collect. But then it'd be a porno game. And then you'd have people like my moderator over here complaining about it, threatening to shut my whole channel down. And I don't have that yet. No matter how easy, safe, and efficient cosmetic procedures become, the cost stays so high. Maybe if I pull a few more shifts between class. Not that I need anything done, of course. Oh, yeah, I mean, I think you're fine for the most part. You don't go messing around, especially in the face. Don't do facial procedures. It never turns out well, ever. Oh, he said don't. That'd be something if they look safe. I don't think anyone's been messing around with them. They've managed to keep our friend Craven away from the dolls for now. So, that's okay. And there's a little picture that someone's made. Nice little bit of graffiti there. Can't go this way, can I? That's all blocked up. Can I? These definitely weren't here a few hours ago. What's that door? That's a locked door. Looks like some sort of maybe a maintenance room in there, if I recall correctly. Gold Dragon. I was planning to see it with my classmates next week. It's the new movie that merges the classic Hong Kong gangster movies with modern flair. It even stars Damien Chow, the hottest man in Asia. No matter what, I have to get out of here, if only to see this film. Oh no. You bring up a good point, Craven. We couldn't check the backside of those dowels. Yeah. Well. Maybe if they chase us down, we'll have an opportunity. The elevator must be have broken when the power shut down. I will have to leave through the main entrance gate. Uh-oh, here comes Ban Ban. Not Ban Ban. To clarify, there's Pan Pan. We better run. I better... Oh! 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 She didn't get me. Oh, boy. Well, you can't come in here, jackass. I hear little tippy steps moving off down the corridor. Okay. And let me just see. I don't want to carry all this. I don't want to carry all this rice and incense with me. I remember this. The rice and incense, they were fairly nonsense. You can make these little incense burners. Whoop. That will distract Ban Ban. But I'd rather not bother with it. Why, Ghoulie, that's Ban Ban. Ghoulie said, what on earth is that? It doesn't look breedable. That's because it's not. Well, actually, I don't know. Is Ban Ban a breedable enemy? If you could get her to go for it, let's say. She might be. But I don't want to spoil the mystery of Pan Pan. Oddly enough, she might be more breedable than those dowels we were looking at. Anything in here? Carmen. This is for the lady who owns the Pan Pan shop. Carmen owns the Pan Pan shop over there. I don't know if or when you will come back and find this. I'm so sorry that I accused you of cheating on me. I don't know what I was thinking. Just the idea that you would ever not be here with me is too much. It's been 5 days. Please just come home. Let's fix this. At least PM me and let me know you're okay. I love you so much. Please forgive me. Tien. Why, that's Craven's favorite Dragon Ball Z character right there. This is about... It's a Dragon Ball Z crossover. And he said it was an L game. I mean, come on, dude. It's just for you. It was made for you. Made just for you. What is a Pan Pan? Well, in this world, Pan Pan is a famous... Like a Mickey Mouse. Like a very famous children's character is Pan Pan, who's been around for a long time in the world of the Suzaku games. Like Sense right there, which I've also played. I'm a big fan of the Suzaku games that have come out, but here's Carmen's shop. It's all about Pan Pan. There's a strange aura blocking the shop door. Who knows what would happen if I even touched it? Well, I'm trying to, and not much right now. But as you can see, there's a lot of Pan Pan memorabilia in there. Only regular Pan Pan doesn't look like the one we're being chased by. That's something different. There's something else going on there. Holy peak indeed. So the lady who owned the shop, Carmen, you see in there, if we look in, they said the fuse was behind the counter in her shop. Only we can't, not only can we not unlock the door, we can't even interface with it because of this strange aura that's blocking it up. So we can't get out of the mall and save ourselves from Pan Pan until this room is opened up and we can grab that fuse and lift these big shutters to let ourselves out. What the heck was that thing? See, she wants to know too. She doesn't know. Very mysterious. Cryptidals. Like idols, but cryptids. Damn it, David. You left the shutter open again. It's a good thing that we are here patrolling every night, but you need to be more careful. You never know when some of your merchandise might go missing. That sounds shady. We don't get paid to give you extra attention, you know. But don't worry, as long as I'm here, I will take care of you and everyone else at this mall. In case you forgot your password again, the shutter reset code is my badge number. Love, Captain Lou. The shutter reset code is his badge number. Captain Lou. Like Captain Lou Albano. Let me see, can I look at my notes here? Memos, employee log, Captain Lou. Captain Hung Lou. Almost had a funny name. He could have been Captain Hung Low. I am not Mr. Popo. When he said, what was that? What was it 1895? 1895. She's close by, it sounds like. Ban Ban sounds very close. What the? That's a lot of blood. Is someone is in there? What? The wheels on the cart are too tight. Maybe I can find a wrench and loosen them. That needs fixed too. Okay. I'm just gonna drop that. I don't want it. I will keep that though. I'll keep the health. By the way, you're not Craven, you're not Chien at all. If anyone in Dragon Ball, you're Yajirobe. That's who you get to be. Or maybe you can be Puar. You get to pick between Puar and Yajirobe. Those are your options. Did someone say wrench? Yeah, there you go. Too bad we can't use yours. I would just take it from you permanently and use it in this game if I could. Lewis, you've got to find a way to keep the pig quiet. Muzzle it or cut its damn tongue off, I don't care. We can't let anyone know what's in there. Koo will be bringing over some more tape and supplies before his shift. Don't forget to have the key waiting in the shrine. So in that shrine back in the office, maybe there's a key in there. That could be the key. We got there. Somebody. Wait, who's. Why is there running? Who's running? What the? Why does it sound like. Oh, okay. You can hide in the photo booths. I knew I heard really fast tippy steps. I must have triggered Pan Pan somehow. Yeah, Ghoulie has a wrench too. It's like a wrench-only stream, but so are most of my streams. I mean, that's the way it goes. Keep it inclusive. The Handymen could call yourselves. The Handymen. The Handyman Club. The Handyman can... Can I get out? No, damn it. Okay. Okay. I'd rather be a Mr. Satan than well, I think that Yajirobe's kind of a fraud too. He's a fraud. He uses his clout at times for celebrity and fame. Only he doesn't befriend Majin Buu. He never does anything like that. Mr. Satan actually did a lot more than people give him credit for, in my humble opinion. Are you gonna let me walk around the mall now, please? I think Pan Pan's gone. Okay. I dropped that. Okay, let me run in here now. Well, I thought there'd be something cool in here because it was like, that's odd. I feel like I went in there and that triggered Pan Pan, but then there was nothing extra for me to get. Okay. For show. For show. For show. That's fine. What have we in here? We've got... What? Offerings. Yeah, I talked about the offerings. We don't want to worry with that. Good evening, net divers. This is like some sort of publication that they read in this world. We're now in the full swing of Ghost Festival. We hope you're all enjoying visits with family, both alive and deceased. Today we wanted to remind you all of just how important an offering of something as simple as Joss incense sticks and a small bowl of rice can be. Jess is going to bed. And so is Ghoulie. Well, good night, guys. Don't forget to watch the special St. Patrick's Day animation that I put up on the channel earlier today. For people who like animations and cartoons and St. Patrick's Day. Just an extra little gift. Just another thank you. Just another form of entertainment. Spirits do not have actual mouths or stomachs, you know, so all of their sustenance comes from the gifts we in the living realm send to them via the sweet smell of incense smoke. Da-da-da! Oh, I did a short on that. That's fun. You know, once when I was a very young monkey, I saw a pale and withered figure lurched over the incense offerings. He was breathing in the smoke for so long, I knew right away that no living person could go that long without exhaling, especially if they were breathing in smoke. Ayah! I tell you, I have never been so scared in my life. Luckily, the spirit was so preoccupied with his meal of plain rice and Joss incense sticks that he didn't even notice me while I snuck right by him. I bet not even the legendary cardboard box would work better for sneaking past a ghost like that. There's a little tip of the cap to Snake. Anyway, thank you all for reading today's post. Check back tomorrow for even more Ghost Month tips, tricks, and treats. What? Oh, you son of a bitch. Well, move! I can't... You gonna let me by? I can't... I can't get out of here. Jesus! That was poopy. Well, that was lame. Damn. Yep. It's down to us, isn't it? The final two. Let me see over here. Of course, there's no one chatting on Twitch. Not even gray porn. No one on Twitch. Just me by my lonesome here on the Twitch station. I'll go ahead and drink that. Drink that. Let's get out. Let's oh no. Let's discard like that. Okay. Because I need to keep going this way. So it sucks that I can't just It also sucks the game doesn't pause when you're trying to read something. I mean, I guess that's more realistic. It adds more challenge, but you put all this lore all over the place, and then you almost get punished for reading it. For trying to check up on it and immerse yourself in the world. Oh, here she comes again. Well, damn it. Maybe she'll fuck off in the other direction. If she could walk that way down the hall. Like past me. Go outside and touch Grace. Nah. Nothing special about that. There's nothing special about touching grass. I might as well reach down and touch my carpet. You know? What else do I get? What does anyone get from touching grass? I never liked that. I never liked that saying. I think it's dumb. Go outside and touch grass. What's that gonna do for you? You know? I like the outdoors. I'm not talking shit about the outdoors. I like going outside. I enjoy mowing the lawn and gardening to a degree, doing some bit of gardening. Holy shit! I just can't fucking catch a break. I have to go that way. And she just keeps standing right in front of me. Look. Just... If I have to continue... Yes, come on. Come on. If I can just get you out of this zone for like 5 seconds. It would be lovely. Just kiss off into a different area so I can continue my exploration. See, it's like, I remember this area just wraps around. And then there's a shutter, like back this way, that I can't unlock yet, because I have to do it from the other side, like right here. Now she's running again. Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, good. I've got her at least over there now. Now maybe. Now I think she's fucked off enough for me to do what I was trying to do before, which is go back here around this direction. I can open that pathway right here. There's some rice. I don't want it. Oh, look at ya. Knew she had to be right there, just waiting for me, just waiting like a good friend. And we'll have to hide out for a sec. Piss off, Pan Pan. Hey, Craven. Pan Pan. Smash or pass? What do you say? Given the opportunity. Smash or pace when it comes to Pan Pan? I'm gonna think about my answer for a minute. Coming soon. Okay, what is this? This is a store we can go in. We got our little health drink there. We got another one of those figurines. Which one was that? That was a poison jockey. A poison one. What does it say about it? A special Jackie you can only get with purchase tickets from the 365 convenience store chain. I was 2 tickets short last year when this released. And then we found it here in the Haunted Mall, so everything works out. There's a door key A. I know someone who's a dorky. A dorky A. A dorky ace. That guy over there in the chat. Mr. Ling. Yeah, I keep forgetting my shop key at home, so I was hoping I could leave a spare with you just in case. Would it be too much trouble to keep one for me? My memory is not what it used to be, you know. You wouldn't want to leave an adorable granny like me all to my own devices, would you? If you take care of this key for me, I will even bring you and your wife a weekly homemade meal. How is that for a deal? I'm sure if you tell her that, she will call you and come back home right away. Try not to worry, it's only been a few days. Auntie Zhu. Okay, trying to make light of the situation. Maybe not the most appropriate, but it, I guess it has to be done. Oh! I guess that was a... Whoa! No! No! Pan Pan always comes out at the most inopportune times. When I have just about... There, okay. It's like, oh, I discovered something neat. Here comes Pan Pan. You say smash. Craven would totally smash the character we're being chased by. Pan Pan. I guess that's respectable. It's a respectable answer. You might as well, if you had the opportunity, if you were given the opportunity, if you were given the chance. She seems a little wild. So, not for the faint of heart, we could say. Carmen Antien. There he is, right there from Dragon Ball when he had hair. He had more hair in this picture. It's a photograph of a young couple. The woman is showing a humble but beautiful ring on her finger. They must have just gotten married or engaged. Carmen Tien. Joss paper servants, a type of offering to the dead that guarantees them a little extra help in the afterlife. I hate these things. The bright pink faces are just too creepy. Ha ha! Ah! Oh, you're funny. You're a funny guy. An old medicine cabinet. My grandma used to hide all kinds of useful items in here. Maybe this shop owner did the same. What do we got in there? What is that? What is that? A strange stone. I've come to realize that there is more to the antics of those three than I previously thought. I believe it may be time to consult someone in order to deal with them. However, the problem they cause cannot be dealt with by police or triads. I will need to step in and aid them, at least in my area of expertise, but not for them, for the poor soul. No matter, I will ready the materials at the ritual site in basement level 2, but just in case, I will keep an additional shard of the stone in my cabinet. I can only hope that if I fail, my student will find it there and use its light to finish what I could not. So the person who ran this little magic shop, spiritual shop, they were going to perform some sort of ritual in this mall. The gate is shut tight, but at least I can feel the cool wind from the storm outside. Yeah, you can see outdoors there. The city street at night. And, weird. I thought this elevator was broken before. Must be some kind of weird deja vu. The only button that seems to be working is B2. Maybe I can find a way out down there. Let's go check it out, man. Down here in B2. This area was not in the game when I played it last time. This is new. Of course, B2 is much darker and spookier. Well, pitch black or not, at least I don't... Okay. So, I don't think Pan Pan's down here. is what they were trying to say. I hear some banging around, whatever that is. Kind of cycle between the lights. That idiot Koo! I can't believe he lost the valve for the pneumatics. Now Lewis is stuck in the basement and won't be able to get out until we find a way to open the shutter. At least that Dao Tsi is with him. Maybe it's better that that thing is down there with him too. I don't think it can open a door. At least now I can get the hell out of there. Though I can't shake the feeling that these damn mannequins are watching me. Stupid old things. Ba, 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 ba. Who can it be now? Go that way. What does it say? Pneumatic shutter. I heard something. That's stuck. That's what they were talking about. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Back here. What? What was that? Something just reached out and grabbed me. Damn shit. Okay, so here's a large pipe for some kind of pneumatic system. It must control the old shutter doors down here. It's missing the handle though. Alright. Have to remember that. To put the thingamajig down there. Okay. This is a little confusing. Let me see. I go this way. And then maybe... oh, look. A mannequin. Og! I hate these old mannequins. Adding the silicone rubber skin to an armature skeleton was a great idea for utility, but terrible for sanity. The uncanny valley is something human beings will never surpass. Even now I feel like this thing could move at any moment. Let's check this one for fluids. Are those fluid marks? If so, that's no good. How do I like my eggs? I feel like we're, I feel like I'm walking into a trap. Seems like a setup. You want me to say something and then I'm gonna be the butt of the joke. Burger. Burger. Even the PDA advertisement is out of date here. This is a 2-year-old model at this point. So they're not updating their electronics, eh? What have we there? A health drink. That's all in here? Nothing... Good night, Pan Pan. Even after 100 years, it's still one of the biggest IPs in the world. Cute things will never truly die. Well, it says Enver. Ha! I knew it! See, that's why I didn't even answer you. Because I knew you weren't being genuine. I knew that wouldn't just be something you would ask. It's no good. I will need to reset the breaker. Security key B. Shen, the pig tried to bite me. Can you believe that? Even after we fed her and gave her all that wine, she should learn to be more grateful. I think it's getting time to move her upstairs anyway. That old hag is poking around a lot and asking questions. Last thing we need is Captain Lou finding out about any of this when he gets back from his vacation. So I don't think they're talking about an actual pig. I think that the people in these notes, they're talking about the girl who went missing. So I've got security key B, and I've got door key A for one of the stores on the main floor. Okay. And this is the way out. Alright. Gotcha. Oh! There she is. Oh! Another pan. How can there be two pans? Now you're saying you... Well, you know what? Unfortunately, you cannot take back a smash or pass appraisal. So, let the record books show that you said smash enthusiastically. Okay, I need, where do I need to go? I need to go to use security key B. Was that down here? Is that what this does? Is this security key B territory? I don't want to combine it. There. You have used the security key B. Okay. Open Zizamy. Okay. Here we go. Is that blood? Or paint? I installed a new lock on the maintenance supply closet door. The password is 6139. This should stop that troublesome old hag from getting into our tools again. As soon as we get the screwdriver back, we can lock it up for good. Tools. Like maybe a wrench? What was that? Well, at least I didn't lose any health. It sounded like I was going to. It sounded like a splorchel, kind of like something cut me. Reached up and grabbed at me. A knife. An old coffin. It must be part of some kind of Halloween decoration or festival prop. At least I hope so. Take that health drink. Got quite a few of those. No! There's a fuse missing. I can't get out of here without restoring power to the gates. I need to find a new fuse. Did you not hear my my explanation when I got on? Or maybe you were late to the party yourself, Craven. I said I had to pick Jess up from the airport late in the evening, and we didn't even get home until like after 10, and then had to eat a very late dinner, and then get the boys to bed, and then by the time all that had taken place, you know, I started as soon as I could. Yo, Sona, what's up? And it looks like our late start time. Sorry. Because of the late start time, now we have someone else in the chat with us. I'm no longer here with this psychopath who just likes to berate me and disparage me. So, what was next? 6139. Yeah, I could tell. I know you don't listen. How's the evening going, Sona? What do you find yourself up to besides watching this stream? Anything of note? 6139. Anything fun, or is it just kind of a casual Monday? Well, I guess it's officially Tuesday now, but if you're not being a pedant, we can still say Monday, I think. Pock Guy. Auntie Zhu keeps stealing my damned screwdriver. The other night I caught her using it to open the drawer on the shrine. What the heck is she so concerned about in there? And if it matters so much, why give us the shrine in the first place? That old woman is going to come across something she shouldn't see if we don't keep her out of the office, you know. By the way, my car trunk isn't quite big enough for all those cases, especially if we have to double the amount. So there's the wrench. I've just taken Craven's wrench from him. Oh, nice. A little workplace entertainment. I can dig it. So there's something about this, about the shrine, about... Ah. I don't think I need all of these health drinks at the moment. Let me just discard probably a couple of those to clear up some space. Nah, that's good. That's good. Whatever. If I need to move things, well, here, let's do that. I don't know if I can rotate it. It'll do. That'll do right now. Okay, so I can use this wrench on the little wheelie cart down this hallway over here. And hopefully Pan lets me do this. Yeah, there we go. Wrench. We got it! And look! Can't come in here. It's a safe zone. We just opened up a chill out zone. Got the maintenance key. It's insane what is happening here. That thing, she took a chunk out of me, then vanished. I think she already got Shen, after everything he did for me, to go out like this. I wish I could avenge him, but I can still hear her. I have to get to the maintenance room and reset the breaker so I can escape and come back with help. Damn it, I think she is getting closer. Is she messing with me? So now, it sounds like the tables have turned and Pan has come out after these guys who've been committing devious plots here in the mall. So I got this maintenance key, a key for the maintenance room. That makes sense. I don't remember what's the job description, Sona. Are you a nighttime security guard like the character in this game? If so, I hope you don't run into Pan tonight. We use this here. You have used the maintenance key. This isn't the fuse box for the gates. It's got to be somewhere else on the floor, though. Okay. Ah! Bolt cutters. Good evening, net divers. In this issue of Kowloon Mysteries, we're covering a developing story about a mall in the lower levels of Sham Shui Po. This particular mall seems to have been bleeding out due to the lack of customers. But a few local stores held on tight. However, just last week, a mysterious disappearance has caused commotion among the remaining store owners. We talked to the security company, and their chief of operations has assured us nothing strange is going on. The report is related to a domestic dispute, but an anonymous employee is arguing that the potential victim was last seen being stalked by one of the security guards in the weeks leading up to the disappearance. As usual, we'll continue investigating and get you the latest information on the story that we hope has a happy ending. Okay. And I don't have room. Let me discard that. Well, there we go. That gives us enough room. Sona's an EMT, might run into Pan. Well, or one of Pan's victims. Craven wants to know what my fursona is. That's top secret. Use the bolt cutters. Got the security key. Now I think this can be used right over here. The shutter is electronically locked. There we go. We got it. Good evening, net divers. As Ghost Month approaches, we want to remind you about the importance of making offerings to the dead. A simple Joss offering is enough. Adding some food or fruit is better, but even in those digital days, you can get burnable Joss offerings of all kinds, including the old-fashioned servants. The lore goes that anything you burn is carried to the afterlife via the smoke. Sometimes they say that the smoke can return items that mischievous spirits may have taken to the afterlife with them. My auntie told me once that a bracelet she was sure she had lost forever appeared right on her altar after a large offering to her grandmother. Unbelievable, I know, but Jasut, typo, because it cannot be explained does not make it untrue. But remember, an offering is never for your own gain, but for your ancestors and families. The selfless act of burning a symbol and sending your prayers is a sure way to ensure that those we have lost, another typo, come on, fix it, are never forgotten. Again, another one. Any blessing and love they return to you is just a bonus. It's a bit touching, isn't it? Or is that sensation you are feeling just a spirit standing right behind you? Did you make your offering yet? Not yet. I did nuts. We can go over here, and... Oh dear. That's not so good. Is this door key A's door? You have used the door key A, I guess so. Finely made organic hand cremes. They use animal fats as the base and homegrown herbs and flowers for the scent. That's pretty amazing in this day and age. I wouldn't doubt the quality. The older generations usually know their stuff. After all, dealing with all the diseases and health issues the big corpos made for years taught them to be careful and more natural. That's a good message even today in real life, I think. Sona's glad I don't scream. What? I thought that was my weakness. The smell from the construction has gotten another typo there. It should be is or has. It should just be has. The smell from the construction has gotten so bad. It smells like someone left their rotten lunch in the trash for weeks, then took a dump on it. But when I went over to take a peek, I saw them just filling the room with trash bags and tarps. There's no way that this is not against the rules, and our own guards are doing it? They even hide proof in the shrine I gave them. I saw the tall one, Ku, take the door key with him. I can't believe I pay rent to these crooks. Well, I'm too old for this shit. 83 next month. Aya! Time to retire! I'm telling that idiot Shen tonight. Then, as soon as he leaves, I'm getting that key and exposing all their garbage. Oh, like this. Yeah, man. In all seriousness, though, I mean, what is this? What do we got there? I can't interact with it. Oh, well. Ah, Vagrant by Argento. The snootiest local perfume brand pretending to be from Europe. Despite smelling like sweaty butt rubbed in rose water, it's insanely expensive. My friend Chalice wears it on date nights. None of us have the heart to tell her it's the main reason she's single. Hey, you're naming off the hits. You're naming them off, buddy. That's what you get around here. You get Creepy Laugh, Jay Leno sounding, Christmas candy crunching. You know, that's what I offer. That's what I've got for you. Something's definitely in that room. What? Oh, that just takes it takes a little of your stamina away, but it doesn't hurt you. Happy Ghost Month, Net Divers. Make sure you have all of your Joss offerings and incense ready for your ancestors' visits, because tonight we're going to talk a bit about the type of ghost you definitely don't want visiting you, the fearsome Yan Gui. Yan Gui, the ghost with the grudge. Maybe you are familiar with old movies involving cursed videotapes or wells. I think they're referencing The Grudge or The Ring or Ringu. or even the ramblings of the young woman who fell into a 6-month coma after taking pot shops at some police in Neo Hong Kong last year. But the Yangui lore can actually be traced back before the Zhang dynasty. The tale is simple. When a person, most commonly a female, is wronged severely and dies, the anger and rage they feel is so great that their spirit stays locked to a place or even another person. These are vicious hauntings that sometimes result in disappearances, hospitalizations, and worse. Can you feel that shiver going down your spine? Are you sure you've not done someone a terrible wrong? If you have treated all the women in your life well, make sure to like and subscribe to the Kowloon Mysteries Net Mag for tales of the supernatural, strange, and occasionally murderous. Yeah. I'll bring the candies back at some point. We'll try to fuse my mouth shut one more time. I guess I can't get in there yet. Uh-oh, it's Ban Ban. Uh-oh. Here comes Ban Ban. I better run back to my safety zone, my chill out zone. What do they call those? So, Yangui. Craven is a Yangui. More channel lore. Craven officially outed as a Yangui. Is that okay to out yourself? Oh, look! Look! No more room to carry items. What? Okay, well, I'll just drop something. I'll discard that. And I'll grab the valve handle. What? That was scary. And I got my health drink back. Well, net divers, we have an unfortunate update to the mysterious mall case. We have confirmed with local police that there is in fact a young woman who worked at this mall missing, and at this point presumed dead after 6 days. It seems like a pretty short amount of time. You give up after 6 days? We will be saying prayers and making offerings for her and her family, and so should you. We reached back out to the anonymous auntie to see if she had any more information, but she seems to think that the real story is about the property value and said she will get us evidence right away. We also checked in with the security company and were hung up upon asking. As soon as we have more information on this case, we will update everyone. Again, deepest sympathies to the family of the deceased. We hope that a miracle is possible, but Kowloon is not a place known for hopes. Alright. So I can take my... what do I got now? I got the screwdriver and the valve. And... let's see, where was the... that was back this way, wasn't it? This is all the way back here. If I... no. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh, I'm so turned around right now. Oh, holy cow. I need to go this way. If I recall correctly, I got to go through here and then back downstairs. And my reason for wanting to use this valve, my reasons are twofold. One, I want to clear out the space in my inventory. No! Well. Craven fancies himself something of a vigilante, keeping me in check. And the truth is, he's just a son of a bitch. And that's all it comes down to. That's it. He's just mean for no reason. He just turned heel on me one day, and I'll never know why. Just wanted to start talking mad shit. being a big shot, like the famous Billy Joel song. He had to be a big shot, didn't you? And let's see, is right here. Let's go ahead and use that. Use the valve handle. And that should have opened up this area that was blocked. Was it right here? I thought that was it. What? Does it... Is it because I didn't actually sit there and turn it? I thought it was just like, put it on, it's gonna do its thing. Alright, fine. Chat was too positive and you had to bring the vibes down. I mean, I can dig it. Now I just need to turn the valve handle. I should be careful, though. It could create a lot of noise. Go ahead. I would say it's a pretty small amount of noise for what we just did. It's not too bad. I've heard louder sounds than that. So now we can go into this next part of the mall, which is also new. Didn't see this on my first playthrough that I posted some months back. Oh, look. One of those creepy dolls. I need to be careful that I don't get cornered down here. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. It doesn't look like we have any safety zones. There's no chill out zones for us down here. And, oh. Oh. You know what? I wonder... I wonder if I was supposed to use that, that screwdriver first. Maybe I should go do that now. And see... So, let me just... Okay, so if I go this way... And then... This way... I think it takes me back to, yeah, there's the elevator. I just like to tie up these loose ends. Let me go back and use the screwdriver on the shrine. So to find out if there's something in the shrine that I will use downstairs now. Because the sequence of events is not going to be the same as my first playthrough. Since there are new areas and new puzzles and such. So let's use that. And what do we have in here? On the off chance that it is necessary, if the spirit's malevolence is able to bring forth any kind of darkness or impeding aura, I have a simple method of expelling at least the side effects. I will need to learn more about the spirit in question before I can set a plan of attack. In case things get worse before I arrive, follow the following instructions and you should be able to greatly weaken the spirit, at least momentarily. Create a Fu talisman using the tools I gave you previously. Fu paper pressed by the Dowsey in Temple Street. The brush with a peach wood handle. Use the pig's blood as ink. Place the Fu on the pig's head and chant the incantation once. This should lock the spirit in place and temporarily weaken its connection to the living realm. Though for how long depends entirely on just how enraged it is. If you must do this yourself, then I suggest leaving the building immediately. And, okay. And there was something else I was just thinking about here. A memo. Was it... Or was it a PM? Captain Lou. This guy's badge number. Did I use that yet? No, resume game. What was... Do I smoke? Well, yeah, I'm praying for that for you too. I mean, I'm sure it's... Tragedy is part and parcel of that line of work, but hopefully you go as many nights as possible without tragedy striking. I don't know if you kind of count a streak or what you do if you're in that business, what you guys do. Do I smoke? Not really. But I got this pack of cigarettes right here. But no, I don't. Not much at all. Like maybe a couple times in a year, if that. And then there'll be years where I don't smoke even a single cigarette. But every now and again, I'll be like, you know, having a few beers or something. It's like, cigarette sounds pretty good. Okay, there's a red key. And I know where that goes. But I also wanted to see 1895. Where was it that I was supposed to use 1895? I know there's a door over here I never unlocked. Is this it? 1895. There it is. Showed up. I can't stand that no one believes me. I know what I saw. That weirdo Koo was watching Mrs. Ling and followed her into the bathroom the night she went missing. It was Koo. Even Mr. Ling doesn't believe it. No way. Don't accuse someone without evidence. Ridiculous. Everything should be investigated fully. It's been a week, and we all know that means she isn't coming back. But her spirit might. Ooh. Sona vapes now. Used to smoke 2 packs a day. The nice thing about when you don't smoke very often is then when you do, you actually feel a little something. You get a nice little head rush. And it's like, okay, well that's nice. But I'd imagine that if you smoke constantly, that kind of wears off. You probably don't get that anymore. Dang! Mint copies of Red Knight of Death. It's such a classic, and basically recreated the horror adventure genre. I can still hear that stinger music when the Machete Man shows up the first time. So we're in a little video game store. There's the lighter. Some Gundams. Do you smoke, Craven? Are you a big smoker? Hey, David. Listen, I really appreciate you taking the time to tell me that what you saw, but now is not the time for conspiracies and pointing fingers. I'm not saying I don't believe you. I just want to make sure we have evidence before we blame someone for anything. Besides, we don't even know if Carmen is in trouble or just ran off again. When she gets angry or upset, she doesn't listen to anyone until she is ready to calm down herself. Love, Tien. By the way, please stop talking about the cases on your blog. It could tip off anyone if Carmen is in trouble. We've got to do things the right way and be smart. Okay. Oh, and there's that's going to be Suzaku Games next. No! What? I was just trying to read. Gosh. Is that better than screaming? You know, because that's the point. So many tubers out there would have been like, something like that happens and the switch is flipped in their brain and it must be like, oh, perfect time to fucking scream. And they just, ah! And make a big production out of it. And you're a 35-year-old man, you know? Like, I don't know. I don't want to talk too much shit. But at the same time, it's like, what are you doing? And who wants that? And I think there's a difference between, let's say, because I happen to like Markiplier a lot. And he yells and he gets pretty animated at times. But he's not over the top with it. It's not like every video he does is just him screaming at the top of his lungs. He's just a more, I would say, more animated person than I am in general. But I do like him. I like his style. He's fun to listen to. But I want to make sure I'm excluding him And I'm excluding Pewds, and even though he doesn't really game a whole lot anymore. But this, you know what I'm talking about, the new breed. Hey guy, welcome to today's video, and today we're fucking whoa, and then whoa, and every opportunity they get, it would be like every time a chase happens, they would start screaming, and it's like, who's watching? What are you doing? I don't know. I'm just saying. Craven wants me to scream and yell because he needs clips for his super. Just take clips. If you want to start a clip channel, just take clips of me being quiet and start clipping. You'll find plenty of that. Just find spots in games where I'm not saying anything. Or you can find spots in games where I should react a certain way and I don't. Where most YouTubers would be screaming, just show me. Just doing that. The most, just like a real prick. Look at this guy. He doesn't even emote. He doesn't scream when he's supposed to. Why would anyone watch that shit? Look how boring this fucking guy is. And let people get pissed about that, and then they can talk shit, and then people will be like, and then them talking shit will make me more popular, and they'll be making videos about the fact that I have a lot of viewers, but they won't be able to figure out why. But the Shyamalan twist of the whole thing is that I got big because they talk shit about the fact that I was boring. That'd be a cool way to blow up. I'd like to see that happen, maybe. So that's what I think. I've honestly never watched a single Asmongold video. So I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Come on, Pan. Where do I need to go? Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, so I got the lighter. That was the key item there. Let me discard that. Discard that. I'm only going to keep one with me. I'm going to take this over to, Sona likes Asmongold. I just don't know anything about him at all. So, and I'm not just saying that. I'm not secretly like, well, I hate him, but I don't want to say anything and make Sona feel bad. I've never watched a single Asmongold video. Okay, yes, right here. This door. This door. I need to use this key. Use the red key. There we go. And in here we'll find some things. This is a secret, terrible, terrible room. Holy, no way. This is insane. I need to go to the police as soon as I get out of here. We've got incense still burning. Why is this happening? Why would they do this? It's not like we have much money. We just got married. Do they think we can pay them ransom or something? I can hear them talking, arguing, yelling about what to do with me, but only parts. I know what they want to do. I have to try and escape. Tien, please come save me. If only you knew that I'm right down the hall. If only the signal in here wasn't so bad, I could send a PM. It's been 3 days. They beat me up last night, all because I rejected Ku. I'm married. What do you think I would say? Tien, where are you? I want to go home. Tien, please find me. I even heard Auntie Zhu trying to get in, but I can't make any noise. It hurts too much. They're going to kill me. I know it. They even said they're bringing in a new hire to do their job while they get rid of me. That must be us, because we're the nighttime security. So these guys who threw this lady in here, Carmen, who runs the Pan Pan shop, whose fiance is, or whose husband is Tien. Carmen was thrown in here. She couldn't get in touch with anyone. The nighttime security guys were the ones who did it. And we're their replacement while they're doing all this. Or hypothetically, that's what was going to happen. I don't have the strength, but I want them to pay. I need them to pay for this. Somehow I will. Last night they Tien, I'm sorry. I just want to see you one more time. Tien, I love you. So they locked Carmen in here and did unspeakable things, and then I guess killed her. And I think her way to get back was by becoming Pan Pan. I believe Pan Pan is Carmen. We're being stalked by her. A bucket nearly full of blood. The smell is thick and horrible. It's been sitting here for a few days at least. I don't have anything for that. What's this? A picture. That's a picture of Carmen. How awful. They took a Polaroid and left it. There is a bloody Pan Pan doll on top of the garbage. Something looks like it's been stuffed inside. I suppose they want us to cut the Pan Pan open. You have used the knife. Oh dear. Gasp! Oh my god! A head! It must belong to that thing out there, that woman. Maybe I can find a way to seal the spirit or weaken it. Then I can find a way out of here. Okay. So, alright. So now that I've opened some space here and we've kind of got... We've got the story going a little bit. Let's go back downstairs. We'll go back downstairs. And we will, and we'll search around a bit. And where is it that I need to go? Is this way. Over there to the right. And back down that hallway. Craven thinks that... Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Well, gosh. That was just like a little circuit that I made, huh? Oh. They're saying I got hit. That's crap. Picked up a health drink. Craven thinks people on Twitch play it too safe with their with their opinions. Is that what you're talking about? The things they can and cannot discuss on Twitch. That's a lot of social media, isn't it? In today's day and age. Not to sound like a whiny boomer, I don't think it's as bad as it was. I don't think things are as bad as they were some years back. I think people are just getting sick of it. Like, in general. I'm not... Just... Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, if someone says something stupid, or just something that you don't agree with, it's like... To me, my reaction is basically just a shoulder shrug, for the most part. I just don't give a shit. I don't know. Oh, it's Pan Pan. Oh, and here she comes. Takes every opportunity. Twitch isn't a platform to have differing opinions on. Well, as far as I can tell, it's not a platform for having opinions in general. It's not a platform for much of anything at all for me. It's a platform for me to stream for my own amusement. Purely. But I guess, you know, whatever. They have strict TOS. They have strict TOS. You know, I like to find a platform with strict THO. That's what I would be more interested in. You can keep your TOS. Show me your THO platforms. There's one of those dolls. Well, here's another complaint about this game. The eyeball makes it seem like, okay, you can interact with it, and you usually can, but it's like you gotta be sometimes in just the right spot. There, like, finally, you heard all the clicking. Yes, that's true. You do provide some harassment on Twitch, which I guess adds a little bit to it. There's far less dust on these than anything else in this room. Did someone set these up recently? Why? I don't know. I don't need that. Good evening, net divers. We've been detailing the missing persons case at a local mall in Sham Shui Po, but I've uncovered another mystery related to this case, one that will blow your minds so hard it might scare away the storm headed for our tiny island city. As it turns out, the mall in question is the very same one where a secret black magic temple was found built directly on top of. It is said that two magical ley lines may intersect right at this particular plot of land, and the temple was specifically built as a place for sacrificing young women to an evil force in exchange for power. Is that what these guys were going to do? They were going to sacrifice Carmen for their own power. After World War II, some British troops stumbled upon the temple and mysteriously vanished one by one until the military demolished the site. However, local Dao Si demanded that they perform the ground sealing rituals instead of allowing Christian priests to consecrate the earth in there. I guess there was some kind of effort to preserve and protect our Cantonese ways. On one hand, I'm proud of their Hong Kong grit and vigor. On the other hand, asking for help from the Christians when dealing with such dark magic may not be a bad idea, you know. 2 guns are better than 1, they say. Anyway, as the legend goes, several of those Dao Si actually died during the ritual, but they believed they had managed to seal away the evil spirit. I found this information thanks to my grandfather, who is a bit of a hoarder, as was his father before him. Preserving hard copies of your paranormal news is extremely important, everyone. So what do you think? Could this ancient curse be revived? Does it have anything to do with the disappearance? Does evil soak into the ground beneath our feet and grow stronger over the years? Or is this all just the ramblings of crazy old locals? I don't know. Oh, that could be it. I guess I fit that description. Long hair and beard. Guilty as charged. Guilty, guilty. I fall into that category. It's tough to be completely original, you know. But hey, I didn't steal the look. It's not like I went my whole life with like a crew cut, clean shaven, and then I saw Asmongold and said, you know what? So I've been doing this for a long time, with a few deviations. I've dabbled in some other fashion choices over the years, but for the most part, like this is what I default back to. The long hair and the beard look. That's where I'm most comfortable, I guess. The path is blocked. This area of the mall has been closed since I was a kid. I'm not surprised it's so messy down here. Do I still follow wrestling? Yes, I absolutely still follow wrestling. Just watched Monday Night Raw earlier today. That big John Cena promo. That was That was something else. Actually heading to WrestleMania here in just a few weeks in Vegas. Which way should I go? I guess I'll try down here. Oh. Hey. Don't tap at me. Don't you dare. Okay, I don't have what I need to get through there. So maybe down that other hallway. Right here. What was that? Thumping and splorchling. I mean, this is a pretty impressive addition. I feel like the game is like doubled in size at least. Look, there we have another little hangy-do. The Spectral Jockey. So we got Classic, Poison, and Spectral. A super cool glow-in-the-dark jockey. It's super rare and one of the 1 in 100,000 blind box exclusives. That's pretty neat. That's pretty rare. Who's my favorite wrestler? Like right now or of all time? Door key B. Is that something? Door key B. Okay, that must be... Oh dear. What are we doing? Wait, that's not... No. Where the heck? No, that's not it. I need to go around this way. But it sounds like Pan Pan's down here too. Use. Thank you. Open up, please. Is Pan Pan walking towards me? I can't believe those assholes locked me down here with that monster in the Doubt Sea. After everything I did to help them cover up this mess, I wasn't even involved, nor would I have been, but they're like brothers to me, or at least they were supposed to be. I'm too nervous to read this. I think that was written by one of the guys who helped carry out this atrocity. We got Maintenance Key B. Could that be where that gate was? My favorite wrestler of all time is the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Stop tippy tapping. There's another. I've made every preparation possible, even risking more danger by performing the ritual deep underground where the ley line is closest. If it takes every bit of chi I have, ki, then I will save that soul. Unfortunately, I do not think she sees it that way. She is now capable of using dowels as vessels, transforming them in the process. In her rage, she has already dragged even her husband to the other side. So she killed Tien. Poor Tien. I'm sorry about that, Carrot. Craven. Tien is dead. Poor girl. I swear to you I will break the chain that has manifested around your neck. If my student were here, I'm sure her experience would be invaluable, but I cannot risk exposing her to this malevolence in her current state. Okay. Now, my current favorite is... well, my current favorite's Punk. And then after him would probably be AJ Styles. Brush. What do we got here? This is a lock storage cage. The lock has a small bagua mirror on it, but no keyhole. There seems to be some foo paper inside. I'm pretty sure I need that too. There must be a way to remove the lock. Well, we've got these, a mirror attached to the top of a tall pole. I think I can rotate it. This looks like one too. A bagua mirror, bagua, with a strange lantern attached to it. There appear to be odd blue stones in some water instead of oil and wick. Well, we got a blue stone. Use the strange stone. The stone ignited when I dropped it in. Maybe I can rotate the mirror? We probably have to line it up with this other mirror. Craven was a fan of Jericho for a while. In WWE or his AEW run? Because I liked him. Well, I've always been a fan of Jericho. Like way back in WCW, I always liked the Lionheart. And then Y2J. And I loved his stuff when AEW started, but they've really just kind of shit the bed as a company, in my opinion. Foo paper. All right. Sona, do you watch any wrestling? Get into the pro wrestling at all? The scraps? So we've got the paper, the brush. We just need to go back to that room now. And I think we can perform the ritual. If we can make it. I just have to... Oh gosh. I hope that... No, that was the wrong way! No! No, I gotta get around. You gotta move. You gotta move. She won't... No, she's trapped my ass. That sucks, man. No! That's so stupid. Damn it. Oh, Al Snow was great. Where's it starting me? Okay, not too far back. That's good. And they switched me out of my costume. We're going back to the bikini. Fun fact is that one of the teachers at my wife's high school was dating Al Snow when we were like juniors or seniors. We didn't go to the same school, by the way, but I think there's a photo booth. Okay. But Al Snow would drop by Jess's school, you know, fairly routinely. And all the kids would think it was really cool. You know, he would stop in to see his lady friend. I never got to meet him. You like Kofi? Do you like the fact that the New Day turned on Big E? Did you see any of that? That was dastardly. Okay. Here's how we're gonna do this. Here's, I think, what I'm gonna try. Would you just knock it off? Okay, there's the damn elevator. Okay. Went the right way that time. Good. You follow racing now. Like Formula One, like go-karts, like what? Like foot racing? You like watching people foot race? Oh, look, how'd she get up there so fast? That's silly. You like motorcycle racing? Come on, you dumb son of a bitch. Well, she's so close to me that I can't... And I beat you. don't mind racing. I just never... It just never stuck. My grandpa was a huge, huge NASCAR guy. Loved Dale Earnhardt. Was devastated when Earnhardt died. And I've got nothing against it. I'm like, oh, NASCAR or racing or any type of racing is dumb. It's just not something I've ever hunkered down into and really enjoyed. So I can use this brush, and I dip the brush in blood, and now I can use the bloody brush on the foo paper, on the foo talisman, and where'd the head go? Oh, there we go. Yeah. We already saw that. We can use... There we go. Use the foo talisman. There we go. Now Carmen's shop has been opened up. Now we can go to the Pan Pan store. Okay. Pan Pan might be getting faster as she gets more and more pissed off. I think that's maybe what's going on here, as to make it more difficult for us. Where is she? Ah, there she is. Okay, good. I think I got this. Wow, a store dedicated to Pan Pan. There's the other one. There it is. There's all 4 of these little dowels that you can pick up. I got them all. In case you've been following along. Lovely Jackie. An adorable Jackie doll in cute and girly hues. What do you mean, girly? Imagine being one of those people. Okay, got a fuse. And we should be able to take that. Okay, I need to tell Tien about that weirdo Koo following me when I leave the store at night. Even when I go to the bathroom, he slips behind the corners and waits for me to come back. It's so weird. Even Mr. Lee saw. But all he did was tell me not to worry and try to get me to pay him to put a protective spell on me. What would that even help? I'm just afraid that if I tell Tien, he might take matters into his own hands. The last thing he needs is another conviction. See, he's a fighter. I think it really was him. He's done so well keeping himself out of trouble. If he hurts Koo, he could go to jail for a lot longer this time. Ooh, did some time. Tien did some time. Did some rag time. Little dowels here. Net Diver magazine. Things, collectibles. Yeah. Sorry about your shop, Carmen. But we're going to get out of here. We're going to go take this damn fuse right down the lane here. Why do you think F1 is lame? What's wrong with F1? Yeah, I just picked up a game on the Steam sale that someone recommended, actually. What is it called? Something like Mad Jack Mullet Man, Mullet fucking Jackie. I don't know, I bought it. It looked kind of cool. No, there's a fuse missing. Oh, here we go. Just got to put it in. Use it. Use the fuse. Okay. It's open. Uh-oh, look at these creepy dowels. The creepy dowels are coming out. What happened to her bikini there? It kind of... Oh dear. Now Pan Pan's gonna be really angry because We are almost home free here. You don't know. Maybe Chen went to prison the way that Superman did, where he's like, I know that I could just destroy everyone here, but I'm not going to. Alright, I got that. See, I got the Mad Jack mullet. 7 Days to Die is finally down to a decent price, you say. I don't know if I have that. I don't think I do. What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of, oh, another path opened up. Make it a little easier here. Okay, and, there we go. And she's back into her uniform for the ending. Up the escalator and out of town. Good night, Ban Ban. Good night, Ban Ban. Lily managed to exit the mall and reach the street, escaping the grasp of the vengeful, I think he meant vengeful, Yun Guai. Evidence of Carmen Ann's murder was delivered to the police, but the bodies of the 3 security guards were never found. Lily, or Lai, also reported her experiences with the malevolent ghost to a local Dao Tzu in training, vowing to return and help put the spirit to rest once and for all. I think that Dao Tzu in training they're talking about is maybe from Sense's cyberpunk ghost story. I think maybe. Could be wrong. There we go. So let's go back to the main menu. And there we are. Are they out of alpha yet? What, in 7 Days to Die? I don't think I ever did play that. I'm thinking of something else. What's an older zombie game where you did a lot of crafting and you tried to stay alive for as long as possible? Not Minecraft. What's that game? It was really popular for a while, like maybe in 2013, 14, like that time period there. It was online. I think it was mostly online. Might have been completely online, actually. DayZ? Was that it? Is that what I'm thinking of? DayZ? Maybe. Is 7 Days to Die a zombie game? It sounds like it would be. But what else? Sona, didn't you tell me to play Phasmophobia? Someone had requested that. 7 Days to Die is like really old. Originally came out in 2013, but they redid it. Oh, okay. Maybe that's why I got it mixed up with DayZ. Maybe those were both popular around the same time, and I played DayZ and not 7 Days to Die. But yeah, I have Phasmophobia on the list, and I don't know. I'm sure I'll pick up something else too. I'll have to see. I wanted to grab Lollipop Chainsaw because I never played that when it came out. And it always looked fun. And for some reason it just slipped right by me. I never played it. And then they did the remastered version last year. And they had that on sale a few days ago. And I think it was like a special Capcom sale. I assumed it was going to be part of like the whole spring sale on Steam. And I don't think it was. So I think I missed my shot on that one. But honestly, I would rather just get it on 360 and play it old school. I think that would be fun to do. Because I like to play on the original hardware when I can. Because I'm silly. Oh, Sons of the Forest. Yeah. I was looking at that too. I'll throw that on the list. Is that on sale right now? Probably. It probably is. Hey, come on. I'm not a phasmophobe. I'll play it right here on this channel, I promise. I'll get around to it. I try not to ignore the requests for too long. I can't do everything right away, but I do try to keep a list. Lollipop Chainsaw seems right up my alley. Well, I mean, kill a bunch of monsters and shit when you run around as a sexy chick. What's not to like? That's classic gaming. That's gaming 101 as far as I'm concerned. Takes you back to the olden days, the all or nothing days. And I think we're returning. But in general, it's like if you're going to play a big, bold action game, yeah, give me a hero who's like, if I'm playing as a guy, give me a jacked, shredded hero who looks like he can kick some ass, who makes me want to like get into the gym and work harder. You know, I don't look at a Superman character and say, well, that's not how I look. That's not quite me. I need to feel like I'm the character. Well, they got games that let you do that where you can make them look however you want to, but you know, I feel like a lot of this stuff's just more fun to play with a big, bold, like classic comic book character. If you're playing an action adventure, you know, you want the dude to be like a manly man, a man's man. If you're playing as a chick, you want to be like you want to be a hot babe who can kick some ass. We've played a few games together. I did something just kind of off the cuff on the channel a while back, and funny enough, we have like one video left to do on it, where she sat next to me and we played through, what's that fucking game called? The Quarry. And she just she shot it on camcorder, and we did a camcorder gaming session, just for shits, just for fun. And I think we got to like the very last episode of that game, and never went back and finished it. It's been like 2 years now, if not longer. But no, Jess used to play Left 4 Dead with me a lot. We used to do that back in the day, long before I did anything on YouTube. And she loves the Kingdom Hearts games. And she's very heavily invested in that new Hello Kitty game that came out. I actually thought about getting that on Steam and playing it on a stream sometime. That might be interesting. We could do Metal Slug. I think I've got that on the Neo Geo Mini, so that could happen. We could do that sometime. That's not impossible. If you're requesting that, I'm sure we can make that happen for you sometime. But yeah, there's your Goodnight Pan Pan. The 3.02 update with the bikini and the added downstairs section to the game. I will be pleased, looking forward to Suzaku Games' next one, Dark Harvest. Hopefully later this year, I think. And another Pan Pan, a sequel to Pan Pan, an actual sequel. Not just another update, is coming out later too. So, if you liked Pan Pan, I don't know, Craven, do you still think it's an L game? Or is it okay? How do you rate Goodnight Pan Pan, this latest iteration of it? I'm going to give it 675 super divorces out of a possible 1,000 super divorces for Goodnight Pan Pan, this version. I like it because it's not too bad as far as like the chase sequences. You know, I feel like it's pretty fair unless you get trapped. I think that the evasion could be improved. Definitely leaves something to be desired. Like when I got trapped in that corner, if you give someone a dodge key, they should be able to get past, you know, the enemy. In my opinion. Maybe they meant for you to get trapped if you get trapped, but it just felt like I should have been able to get out of there, and I was not able to. Craven says, L game, bad. Well, I don't think it's a bad game. I liked it. I think Suzaku makes good stuff. That's why I subbed to their Patreon. I've been a patron of Suzaku since, I think, since the very first Sense game came out, Cyberpunk Ghost Story. And I'll continue to support Suzaku games because they do a good job. And they work hard. They put a lot of love and care and attention, TLC if you will, into their games. What's next though? What should we do tomorrow? What should be the next stream? I'll kick it on back to y'all in the chat. What should it be tomorrow? If it could be anything at all, any game in the world, to get on here and stream. What should it be? What should it be? Tell me and just we will see. Should I do a cigarette stream? Just get on here and I'll just go out and buy about 10 packs of cigarettes and we'll just review different cigarettes like that one guy. I started watching this guy. I don't know how his videos even like got recommended to me, but there's this dude who just reviews cigarettes. That's all he does. Like not fancy, there's like no editing. He'll just be like at a park. He'll just go to a park and sit on a bench and he sets his camera up and then he'll smoke a cigarette and then review it. That's his whole thing. Play Dead by Daylight. I mean, I could. What do you think, Sona? Should I play Dead by Daylight tomorrow? They've got like 1 million different packs for that game now, and when it came out, it was so humble. It was so humble and concise, and now it's like every IP ever has had a pack released in Dead by Daylight. Have they done a Skibbity Toilets yet? They're probably going to. Dead by Daylight Skibbity Toilets pack. Gen Z. The Gen Z pack with Skibbity Toilets and what else? What would be in there? Special guest appearance by... Who's that one guy? Unspeakable. Sona likes Dead by Daylight. Alright. We'll do it. We'll play Dead by Daylight tomorrow night. Alright. But I suppose for now, you play it on PS5. Do they do crossplay? You guys know? Seems like the type of game that probably would have crossplay. They do it for Killer Clowns. So I can't imagine they won't have it for DBD. What if we played DMB instead? What if we just did a Dave Matthews Band stream? and I just got on and just listened to Dave Matthews Band and smoked cigarettes. They have Kaneki now. What is Kaneki? I'll have to look that up. Kaneki. What we got going on there? Kaneki. Tokyo Ghoul Wiki. From Tokyo Ghoul. I've never seen any of this. I mean, I've seen this character. I've seen pictures of this character. But I'm not familiar with Tokyo Ghoul. Should I be? Should I check that out? DMB stream peak. All right, we'll do that. I'll put that on the list too sometime. I know someone who would really appreciate that, actually. I mean, a lot of people hate Dave Matthews Band. I thought I would get a hateful reaction, to be honest. I thought Craven would shit himself over that. But I would sit here and do a Dave Matthews Band stream unironically and enjoy myself. But he cannot be forced to watch Tokyo Ghoul. A lot of people hate DMB because they think it's like douchey, like 90s frat music. It's like 90s frat boy tunes. That's kind of the charge. 90s frat boy kind of jam band mentality. And I don't really like jam bands too much, just being honest. But I do like Dave Matthews Band. I've seen them in concert one time way back in high school, and it was a hell of a show. Played for, had to have been like 3 hours. High intensity, high octane, just fantastic musicians. Good stuff. Sona says they played the albums on repeat in the back when you worked at Hollister. Fun fact, I worked like 2 days at Hollister, which is weird. It was like completely not my bag at all. Like I worked at Hot Topic and you know, I just seasonal, and that was fine. That was like in my wheelhouse back in that period. And but then it was just like I wore band t-shirts or whatever weird shirts I would find at Goodwill and shit. And I didn't own any Hollister clothes. I didn't shop there. I just needed a job, and somehow I got hired. I had a friend who worked there, I think, and he was like, "Oh, I can get you on." And I was just like, nah, this is not for me. It's not my bag. I worked at multiple locations in my local mall. Speaking of malls, yeah. I worked at Hot Topic. I worked at Hollister. I worked at GameStop in my mall. And I worked at the Children's Place, seasonal. My friend's mom worked at Children's Place, and she got me a job there. That was actually a really cool job because I didn't have to deal with anyone. It was like the perfect job for me. I didn't have to deal with any customers. I just came in and unloaded all the boxes, like from their shipments, because it was all like kind of 20s, 30s, and then some ladies like older, middle-aged, older. None of them wanted to get in the back and like break down boxes and unload shit. So I was just the guy who came in and did that. And so I'd go back in the back room, and I got to bring my music. Back in the olden days, I'd take my big CD booklet in with me, flip it open, put my tunes on, and just go to town. And I liked that place. That was a fun job. Sona said that she liked working at what was it, Hollister and Aeropostale at the same time, despite the non-compete. Well, I'm sure they probably weren't following that very closely. That would have been really petty. It's like if you had worked at GameStop and what was the other place? We had GameStop and FuncoLand and Software, etc. At one point, 3 different video game shops in my mall. And now you can tell it's down to GameStop, and I don't think they're doing well. That entire mall is just falling apart. I've only got like one good mall left in my area, and I still love going there. But sad to see what's happening to malls, because I was definitely a mall rat. Oh, and I also worked at the comic shop in my mall too. Yeah, I did business there, man. Now looking back, it's like, shit. I worked at that many places in my one little mall. That's pretty crazy. Good stuff, good times, good memories. How about you, Craven? You got any good mall stories? Did you work in a mall? Would you like to, if you haven't? Your mall is closing too. Is it actually closing, or is it like you can tell it's just moving in that direction? It's like the first sign is when you start noticing over time the coming soon. Like a store used to be there, and then it's gone, and then there's like a coming soon, but they don't say what it is. It's just a nondescript kind of like, in the future there will be something here, maybe. But you know, once you start seeing those in multiple spots at the same time, not like one store went under and they're just waiting for someone else to move in, but they've got like between 5 and 10 different locations that have that going on. The dominoes are falling at that point. There's like no reviving it, and it sucks. You never worked at a mall. Well, that's sad, because I feel like having a mall job is just a fun little time period in life to look back on after you're done and moved on from it. Oh yes, I used to work at the mall. That was a good time. I liked that. Go to the food court on your little lunch break, that kind of stuff. Here's some bullshit about the GameStop I worked out real quick, and then I'll let you go, because I need to go too. But this was horse shit. So I just did seasonal at GameStop in the mall. It was the year that Halo 3 came out, because I worked the Halo 3 release, and that was a huge deal. That was a fun event to be a part of. You talk about like old school peak video game release hype. You know, seeing like the mall when everything else is closed, people waiting overnight, and the line like stretching all the way down the mall of people just waiting. And we brought in food and snacks. You know, we had Dunkin' Donuts and free coffee and all the shit, and people hanging out, milling about, talking, playing some handhelds. Some people had some TVs set up, but a big deal. And I worked that day, and I worked a few days after that, and then this one time I came in. It was just me and the manager there, and it was a guy named True. TR, not Drew, True. I'd never met a person named True before. I heard people saying it. They were calling him True. Hey, have you seen True? And I was like, why do people keep calling him that? His name has to be Drew. Why does it sound like people are saying True? And so I was saying Drew. Maybe that's why I got fired, because I wasn't getting on board with the True thing. But I thought they were saying Drew and just pronouncing it strangely. Anyway, it was just me and True, and I came in, and I just been wearing whatever, jeans and and the shirt that I had for GameStop. And I came in and he was like, "Hey man, can you run up to the food court and grab me a Coke?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." So I went and I got him his Coke, and I came back and I handed it to him. I mean, like that. He says, "By the way, since you don't have the khakis, we're gonna have to send you home." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, you need to wear khakis to work." I was like, "I've been working here for like, whatever, 2-3 weeks, something like that." I didn't work there long. But I was like, no one said anything to me. I didn't know that was a big deal. And he's like, "Yeah, so we'll have to take you off the schedule until you can get some khakis, and then we'll see what..." It's like, okay. So I pretty much just left and said, fuck that. And I never went back. I went back as a shopper again, but I did not return to work. I thought that was a little dastardly. It's like, so you let me come in and you let me go and get you a soda so you could have a delicious Coca-Cola beverage to sip on while you sit here. You let me do that for you, but you're going to send me home afterwards because I'm not wearing khakis. When I've been coming to work like this, no one said anything, and it's been fine. It was weird. Weird shit. You can't go back to a place you get fired from. I mean, you can. I don't think I went back in immediately, but over time, it's like when you only work at a place for a few weeks and you have a situation that's just kind of weird, it ends like that. It's not like anything catastrophic happened. It's not like I walked in and felt embarrassed to see people that worked there when I did. And certainly now, I mean, I highly doubt True is involved in that company anymore. Maybe he is. Maybe he's like a higher up. Anyhow, I suppose that's probably a good place to wrap it up for tonight. So we will get on here tomorrow with a little Dead by Daylight at 10 p.m. sharp. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow, you chatters. I do a lot of Coke. Yep, I got lots of Coke stories. That's just the tip of the iceberg. We will reveal more Coke stories as time goes on. But for now, we're going to press pause. Okay? Because I need to get to bed and maybe, well, I don't know. Sona, you're at work, so probably not. But Craven, maybe you're going to go to bed. Or maybe you're at work too. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one going to sleep. But I need to do that now. So thank you guys for hanging out. If anyone's been lurking, thank you too. Hopefully you will sub. Hopefully you will like this video. Comment if you got anything. Any requests for future vids. And that's about that. Join in the fun. Get in the chat. If you're a lurker, get in the chat sometime. No pressure. I'm not going to yell at you. But it's fun. It's more fun that way. I like the interaction. We like to interact here. I don't ignore my chat unless I'm in the middle of like an intense session. I've got to be hyper focused. But any chance I get, I'm always looking over. I always try to have that going on. You see? All right. Okay. Everybody, take real good care. Keep kicking ass. Love you lots. Lord willing, be back very soon with another video for you to watch.